from Maryland. How are you?
Hello, Netroots Nation. Greetings from Boulder, Colorado. Woo! So, ladies and gentlemen, Donna Edwards and I were asked to take on responsibilities of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, the DCCC. Those responsibilities are to help take back the House through red to blue, recruiting good candidates and helping them across the finish line to win. And when we took over, we had some decisions to make. Like, for instance, Donna, should we intentionally recruit conservative candidates to run against progressives?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you know, things like that are tough. And you know, I figure since we're in a room here with some of our biggest and most important donors and check writers and people that raise millions of dollars for our progressive candidates all across the country, I thought we should ask a similar question of you. Should we intentionally recruit conservative candidates to run against progressives? You know, it's funny because I thought I saw a memo in Rom's old desk that said we should, but maybe I was wrong about that.
But we should recruit good candidates to run so that we can get the House of Representatives back.
Absolutely, and when we have a Democratic primary, we should stay out of it and let the local Democrats on the ground decide who their Democratic nominee is, and then we're going to be there to back them, right?
And we're going to beat them, and we're going to take the House back.
And you know what? The donors and the people who raise money in this room are going to be one of the single biggest parts of that.
You.
That's right. So here's the deal. We have 24 seats that stand between us and a majority in Congress. And we wanted to show you the difference between a Democratic majority and a Republican majority. So Democratic priority number 5, making college more affordable. We passed student aid and fiscal responsibility, increased Pell Grants, made college loans more affordable, and we ended wasteful student loan subsidies to banks. We did that in our first year.
Look, the GOP, the Republican priority number 5, it was Ryan's reckless domestic budget. You've all heard that. What does that budget do? Extends tax breaks for big oil. Ugh. Cut education, college aid, life-saving medical research, infrastructure, and clean energy. Boo. Cost Americans 1.7 million jobs by 2014 with 900,000 jobs lost next year, according to McCain economic advisor Mark Zandi. Let's get rid of these guys.
Another example of what the Democrats do when we're in the majority. SCHIP, Children's Health Insurance Program, provided cost-effective health care for 4 million more children. We did that right out of the gate when the Democrats took back the majority and Nancy Pelosi became Speaker.
Wait, Jared, what does this fix? I get to do all of the Republican priorities and you get to do the Democratic priorities? Give me a break. Here's what they did. They don't have health care, don't get sick. The GOP repealed patients' rights, eliminated health care for 32 million Americans. They allow insurance companies to deny coverage for pre-existing conditions. And they increase premiums for families and small businesses. Boo.
Now, when the Democrats had the majority, we passed the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. We helped save the economy from going off the brink, saved 3.5 million jobs, cut taxes for small business, and invested in building American infrastructure here at home, both human capital in our schools and roads and bridges.
Oh my gosh, you did it to me again. I mean, they're the grand old oil party. You know, they oppose confronting big oil for high prices. The BP respill bills eliminate real environmental and safety reviews for offshore drilling, and they denied efforts for big oil to reduce their subsidies. We're subsidizing them, they're raising our oil prices. They protect speculators who are driving the oil prices up. Have you bought a tank of gasoline this week? I did yesterday, it's bad. And they've rejected efforts against gasoline anti-price gouging legislation for consumers. What do we say? Boo.
We'll let you do a positive one, Donna. What's a Democratic priority number 2? Tell us.
Yes, Wall Street reform.
That's right.
Ending taxpayer funding of bailouts and the idea of too big to fail. Protecting and empowering consumers to make the best decisions on mortgages, credit cards, and our own financial future. That's a yay.
What else did the Republicans do when they came to the majority? One of their top priorities, abortion politics. Ending funding for Planned Parenthood, not just talking about their abortion services, all of their reproductive health services, developing a primary source of health care for millions, devastating it, and denying access to preventative care, ranging from HIV testing to cancer screenings. That was one of their top priorities when they got in there, and they've had that as part of several bills that they've used to actually move through.
I would have done that one. You know, but so what were our priorities? Affordable health care.
That's right.
Now, we didn't do it perfectly, but we did it. providing 32 million Americans with health care, prohibiting insurance companies from discriminating against pre-existing conditions or dropping coverage when you get sick, lowering costs for families and small businesses and drug costs for our seniors, closing that donut hole, and reducing the deficit by the largest amount in almost 2 decades. That's a Democratic priority.
So again, number one GOP priority, ending Medicare.
Boo!
Ending Medicare, that's right. You know, I'd be hard-pressed to find any audience in this country that would cheer in that one, so I don't know who they thought they were trying to excite. But they actually want to phase out the Medicare guarantee of health care for everybody. So what's clear here is elections matter. We know our team isn't perfect. We want your help to make our team more perfect, but we can tell you what, all of our candidates are going to be a heck of a lot better than their candidates in our leadership team, and who controls the majority in the House of Representatives every day of the week on every issue is going to be better than the other side, and that's what we need your help to do.
And so, how do we do it?
How do we do it?
How do we do it?
I don't know. How do we do it?
Well, we recruit candidates. We have a good message. Do we have a message? Do we have a message that's about a future for the American people? We have a message that's about bringing this economy out of the brink of failure into success? Do we have a message that's going from one community to another community, one generation to the next generation for the American people? Do we have a message that says no to big oil? We have a message that says no to special interests. We have a message that says no to the financial interests who want to take us out. Do we have a message that says for the 2%ers, we're not going to allow the 2%ers to get away with every tax break that you can imagine? That's our message. That's what we run on. That's what we need your help with. And we have to do what to do that? We have to recruit candidates. Recruit candidates.
And you guys are a big part of that. Listen, you're some of our biggest donors and fundraisers in the room. You're more important than the corporations. You're more important than all those lobbyists. You're more important than all those Washington PACs. What you do, and not only you, but your friends and everybody on the internet through the Netroots community, has raised millions of dollars for our progressive candidates. We all know, in the absence of publicly financed elections, and I certainly support that, but until we have that, it's going to take all of us in this room to help win a progressive majority and a Democratic majority in the House of Representatives.
And so, Jared and I, here's what we're doing. Can you believe it? 2 progressives chairing our red to blue committee. Can you believe that? It's good. This is good. But we need your help to do it. We can't do it without you. Now, your job is not to be a mouthpiece or an arm of the Democratic Party. We know that. But we also know that in communities and districts all across this country, that you have to raise the issues that are of concern to the American people, that you have to point out the candidates who are going to make a difference and who are going to make sure that we return that gavel to Speaker Pelosi, because we know the difference between a gavel with Nancy Pelosi and a gavel with John Boehner. Is that right? And so, can we get your help for 2012? Netroots, can I get your help for 2012?
All right.
Netroots, can we get your help for 2012? Absolutely. And so, let's take it to them.
Thank
you.